All right, so welcome back, everybody. Tori and I just spent the past 3.5 months traveling back and forth across America. Had an absolute blast. If you want to see the videos of those travels, you can check out my other channel, The World Is All Yours. But look at this freaking thing, man. Or a girl, whoever you are watching this video right now. This jump got wrecked. It was so high. And the rain and the foxes just, over the past 3.5 months, just annihilated this thing. But that's okay, because we still have a nice foundation here. We got a lot of dirt to work with. So let's build this thing back up. All right, so this is actually my game plan here. I did ride over this a few times before it just rained last night. So there was some tire tracks. And I know that I'm going to hit pretty much right here on this line. So what my game plan is from this point on is build this thing up like a tabletop. We're gonna hit that a few times and then slowly start to take out the center and make it bigger and bigger. All right, now it's time to clean up the other side. All right, and let's start forming up the launch part of this jump. That is looking nowhere near steep enough for what we want here. Let's make it steeper. Oh yeah. That is looking sick. All right, so what I'm trying to do right now is measure up where the other jump landing is gonna be and try and line it up properly so it's a nice, stable, secure, centered hit for this jump. All right, let's stabilize the side. All right, so I think this is a really good launch ramp. It's looking really sick. This landing ramp is by far way too close. So I'm gonna go back in, eat some dinner, come back out tomorrow, and we'll make this landing ramp for it. All right, so today is day 2. Gonna continue on this 3rd jump in the jump line. Seems that the foxes did not destroy any of the jumps overnight, which is awesome. So this is where we're at so far. So sick. I'm so excited to hit this. Like I said in the last clip, this is definitely way too close, so we're gonna push this farther back, make much bigger of a gap, because I'm just gonna launch over this first try. First time I hit this, so I might as well make it bigger as it is. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to make this landing ramp not necessarily like gigantic to start. I kind of just want to have some sort of a gap here and feel it out and see exactly like where I'm landing. So this is going to be very rough of a landing ramp. It's going to be very shallow. It's not going to be very steep here. So this is just going to be kind of like a guide, and then we're going to touch it up at the end. Okay, so you can see it's just way lower. This is just rough to kind of give my landing an estimate, so I can see kind of where I'm landing here, because I know that I'm probably overshooting this already. So let's do some trial and error. So we're looking at about 3 feet of a jump right here. I'm not gonna lie, it being blocked, like the landing being blocked, it's kind of giving it a nice little intimidation factor, because I know that I'm just going to come up to this gap at the top. But this is how you progress, this is how you grow, and this is how you get better. So let's send it. Oh my god, that is so fun! All right, so first off, I'm extremely happy because this one I hit when I avoided the other jumps, but this line I hit when I hit all of the jumps, which is pretty much center of the jump. So I'm really happy that that ended up becoming so centered. Landing all the way down here on the landing ramp, I knew that I was going to end up overshooting it. So now we know where we gotta actually build this landing ramp a lot farther down. Hell yeah. Okay, what we're doing here is just making another rough cut. The launch ramp is absolutely perfect. We are seeing exactly how far we're gonna land on this landing ramp. So dirt is extremely soft just because I want to see where my tire mark lands. Hopefully we gap it past this mark here. pretty far of a gap. But I think that that's where I'm going to be landing. So let's give it a few goes and see where we end up landing. All right, so according to that jump, I need to extend it even farther. Pretty actually hyped about that, because that means this thing's gonna be really, really big. I just kind of want to see how high up I'm going off this jump. Okay, and as we did in the last one, we are going to jump this, see if I'm making this gap, and seeing if this is where we want to start packing it in and making it more of a permanent landing. Measure it real quick. I want to see how far of a gap this actually is so far. We are at 6 feet 2 inches. 6 feet 2 inches to this spot right here where I made the lip. Let's see if we clear it. Wow, I'm still landing so low on the landing ramp. This is where the lip is. I'm landing all the way down here. Let's make the gap even bigger. All right, so I didn't film me do that because it's the same exact thing that I've done the last few times that we've reshaped this landing, but I just created a really big gap. I'm really now at the point of I just got to really send it, and if I case it, I'm just going to annihilate this thing. So let's see exactly how far this is of a gap anyway. Seven feet. All right, so we have a nice 7-foot gap to the lip. That's pretty cool. Let's hit it. Oh my God, I made it though. Wow. All right, the sand is extremely soft because I didn't really pack it down, just because I didn't know if I was gonna have to readjust it again. But I think this is a good, at least for my first attempt. Who knows, once I keep hitting it over and over again, I'll probably get farther and farther. But let's hit this a few more times and see where exactly we're landing. This thing is scary a little bit, and it's definitely a lot of fun. All right, now it's time to shape the landing, pack it down tight so this thing doesn't get destroyed every time I land it. Right now I am forming the transition, so it's a nice quarter pipe style transition. All right, let's add some water. Help pack this down tighter. And hit it a lot more with the shovel. Pack it down nice and tight. I do not want this landing to get wrecked. All my other landings get soft, but not this one. We're gonna make this one very, very strong. All right, it's time to hit this thing and hopefully not case it. We're gonna get a low angle. I hope that that's pretty good. All right, and that is what we will call a success. So happy with this jump. 7 foot tall. Oh, I'm sorry, 7 foot gap. This thing is a monster. Let's hit it a few times for fun, and that'll call it for this video. I hope you guys liked this build. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more builds, more BMX progression, skateboarding progression, skate park tours, etc., make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified on the next video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Let's hit this thing. Wow, this got crazy. It's pouring, it's hailing. I just finished the jump yesterday. I hope it's not entirely annihilated when I go back there tomorrow. This is a crazy storm. Kind of sick though. Look at the gutters overflowing.